Welcome, welcome. We
Woo!
are on
Uptown Mamis.
episode 14.
14. Yes, 14. Excited.
They just
Look.
keep going and going. Today we don't have a guest, but we just wanted to come on here and just thank everyone for tuning
Mhm.
in, for helping us grow. Like, we're growing. It's so
It's wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we can't, but like, it's like a pinch me moment. It's insane. Yeah, we just wanted to come on here.
And just do
We're
a recap, right? Like, just say, number one, thankful, grateful
yes.
that you guys are riding with us and like reposting and sharing and, you know what I mean, and enjoying all of our guests. But just thank you to also our guests who have said yes to us, even when we're like a small podcast, Jazz Doming, Jeanette, Melissa, like amazing women doing amazing things. So we're super excited that we've had the privilege of having them on our show and they have gotten us like motivated to keep going at the end of the day. But
Yes.
what do you want to do? Let's start with
My stomach is calm.
cafecito. This is what
Sorry, guys.
happens.
If you heard that, that was my stomach. Like, it's been a wild morning. Wild morning. The kids are home from school.
But we're here.
Yes.
But we're here. Let's start with, I was going to say, cafecito catch up. What's been going on for the week? Even though you've had a crazy day, what has your week been like?
My week has been, it's been interesting. I kind of like picked up a new client and it's been very interesting after I told myself I wasn't going to pick up any more social media clients till September because
Mhm.
I have sorry.
Busy days. It's fine.
Hold on. I am so sorry.
This is what happens when you're a working woman
Yes.
and also
Like
have
everything
your
is like,
passion.
so yeah, I picked up a new client and I forget how stressful it could be.
When
Not
you're working for
stressful.
somebody
It's just
else.
like that, especially when it comes to social media. I understand, like, like when it comes to business, your business is your baby. So it's hard to
Mhm.
pass on certain things for other people
Yeah.
to take care of. So I get a lot of clients that they're very like, they don't want to let go of they don't want to delegate. Like they will delegate, but it's
Mhm.
like they'll delegate while micromanaging
Mm.
because they're just scared that you're going to mess something up. But at the end of the day, you have to trust the expert. If you're paying somebody, you have to
Exactly.
trust the expert.
Mhm.
So I'm in that phase with a client right now, and I'm just
Like, let me do my job. Let me do my job,
yeah,
lady.
and
Let me do my
I'm just
job.
doing my job and also not taking anything personal because I
Mhm.
know how hard it can be just to hand something off
Yeah.
that's so precious to you. Because at the end of the day, it's your image. So
Mhm.
I get it. Yeah.
Wow, wild rides. Wild rides. Let's see. First of all, what a week, and it's only Wednesday. Even though this is gonna come out on a Tuesday, but it's completely fine. Let me see. Week this week is just trying to keep myself motivated with working out after having Melissa on the podcast. She definitely motivated us to get working and move our body. We had an amazing workout class that we did in the city, which was nice. And then I took the time to be a little bit more selfish with my time while Asher was at swimming class. I went to body language and I actually had
Mm.
like a whole little 3 hours to myself. So I did the infrared sauna. I did like their wood therapy and their lymphatic massage.
Mm.
I am so sore today from the working out plus the wood therapy. It's just she was on there. She was on my stomach, on my back, everything. It was a chilled. It was good. It was good. It was needed because I feel like I need my to lose like the water weight. I don't know. I feel like my body needed a little quick detox. So it was a good time. I'm glad that I was selfish, like Melissa
Yes,
said. Like if you're not happy, then you're not gonna be a happy mom, and your
it's
kids are gonna
true.
feel it. So little by little, trying to pour into myself.
And you know what I love about hosting this podcast is that not only is our audience inspired by our guests,
Mm-hmm.
we're inspired as well. And to Francesca, to what she said, like I've been working out every morning since
Mm-hmm.
after taking such a long pause.
Same.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely fulfilling. We've gotten so many good responses. It's still weird for me to see myself talk
Same.
on a podcast. even though like it's a Zoom, but it's like then I notice little things about me and I'm like, okay, I have to get better at this, gotta get
I
better
have
at
to,
that.
yes. I have to get better at stop saying I'm curious because I literally
Yes.
have said that in every damn podcast, and I'm like, oh my god, like I want to be able to
Because
edit
you
this
don't,
out.
yeah, it's like automatic. You don't know it. And with me, it's the long pauses because it's very hard for me. Like I said in the like two episodes ago, I just got
Mhm,
diagnosed with ADHD, and now I'm realizing why I do certain things while
mhm.
certain things are harder for me, and especially talking because as I'm talking, everything is going on up here, and I'm just like, oh my
Yes.
god, like I don't know what to focus on.
Mhm.
And then you'll notice that I'll pause for a very long time
Mm,
because I'm thinking about what I have to say, but I'm thinking about something else at the same time.
That's
It's
me.
so
That's my
crazy.
Gemini. That's being a Gemini, by the way.
Yeah.
You have so many multiple things happening in your brain. Like I have a whole situation happening and then I'm thinking and then I'm like, "Oh, I have to do this after this. I have to email this person. I have to get extra stuff ready." Like I'm doing like four different things in my brain and but I also
Yeah.
talking. That's being a Gemini. So maybe I do have ADHD as well.
I'm just waiting for my meds to kick in so I can just be like, okay, now we
But
can
that's a good
start
thing though to
improving on certain things.
yeah, I was gonna say that's also like a great thing for our guests. And like not for our guests, for like our listeners to like, be okay and not feel like judged. Like, oh my God, like why am I getting diagnosed at this age? Like now they're seeing like they're kind of looking at it through your eyes and saying, like, Erin did it. Maybe I should go get myself checked out for X,
Mm-hmm.
Y, and Z. Maybe it be a screening or whatever. And maybe it doesn't have to be HDHD. But meaning like they're like you said, they're motivated to do things because they're seeing it us doing it like in our 40s, right? Where it's like
Yes.
there's no age limit for this stuff, okay? We're just paying attention. We're paying more attention to what's happening with our bodies now compared to the way it was when we were like in our 20s. We were like, "YOLO, we're young."
Exactly. Like, oh, it's ADHD, ha ha ha. Because I used to just take it as a joke and
Yeah.
not realize that, yeah.
And now
And
you're like,
also,
"Okay,
like,
it's real."
another thing about our podcast is that we're showing people you don't have to be perfect. Like, my shirt is wrinkled right now.
Ma'am,
This is
no
like sometimes I
perfection.
have a, yeah, I have time to iron, sometimes I don't. And today is one of those days. And
Yeah. Oh, and they see it
yeah, you
also with the
just have to do the
podcasts.
thing.
We have
Mhm.
technical difficulties majority of the time because we're the ones doing this. Like we're the ones, recording, setting up the schedule, setting up the guests, like making sure like that the posts go up on time, making sure that things are updated in all the social medias for the episodes to go live. It's a whole situation behind the scenes. It's just us
It's
doing it. Like
insane.
we have like Matt who helps us edit, but I ran edits. I'm gonna take over editing. Like I'm learning stuff at 39 years old, okay?
And
I'm over
learning new
here
technology, it's harder
learning
as
new
like as
technologies.
you get older.
And it's different when you're pitching yourself to like actual brands, right? Like it's different when you're doing it for yourself. Like it was easy for me to pitch brands, to agencies and or like podcast agencies because I'm like, this has nothing to do with me, but it was my job. So like I enjoyed it. Now pitching like Uptown Mommies to like brands and to different, people, guests, so they can take a look
Mhm.
at us and be like that they want to work with us. Like it's so wild. So having everything in-house, literally everything is in-house for us. Like there's no like third party company that's doing this is us. So again, if it looks a little wonky sometimes, bear with us. Give us grace. Like we said from
Yes.
day one. But it's exciting though, like learning new things. Like I'm enjoying it. I have my days sometimes where I'm like, what is happening? Like should I go back to my 9 to 5? But then I'm like, no, like
Yeah.
we're gonna make it happen and it's gonna be good. We're definitely, still looking for brands to work with us. I think that's also like just things that we go through as our following, goes up. So tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell your cousin about Uptownmamis. Like let them know that we're
Yes.
here, listen to us. I'm trying to think of what else. I think
No, like it's insane because we have
yeah.
grown, especially on YouTube.
Yeah. We've
We've
been
been
around
on
for what,
YouTube
2 months?
for, yes, and we're
Right?
already at 4,000 something followers. That's
Yes.
crazy.
And
That's
so And to some
insane.
people, it might be like, oh, that's nothing. No, it is because we went from zero. We set up
Like a
the
brand new
YouTube.
channel.
Yes, we set up a brand new channel. We had no following on YouTube, even like on TikTok, like Instagram, we had some followings when it was the Uptown Girls, and then we rebranded. But still, like even like on TikTok and starting from zero, YouTube starting from zero, and then Instagram kind of like revamping, we still like the
Mm-hmm.
following has been insane. So we're so thankful and grateful. So for the brands that are seeing us and they're like, oh, they're a small little podcast. Just remember, small but mighty, because the conversion is
Yes.
there. Yes. And then we have a brand that we're going to be working with, but we'll tell you guys more about that later on. And we're super
Mm-hmm.
excited. You'll see the reels, you'll see the content. And again, we're working with brands that we actually use and that it can be seamless, right? That we use in our
Mm-hmm.
daily lives. It's not like something that we've never used before. So
Exactly.
stay tuned for that
Yeah,
one.
we're definitely against like just
Brand
pushing,
pushing just to push,
yeah,
girl.
brands just because they're paying us. Like that's not us. Like we really have to connect with it, use it, and
Mm. It
just
makes it easier
yeah,
too. Mm-hmm.
and share like how great it's been
Mhm.
for us. And yeah, like what else?
I don't know.
What are
What
you
has
looking forward
to
to?
the next round of our lives?
I
I'm
feel
look
like,
I don't know.
mm-hmm,
I'm just happy,
no,
honestly. I think I'm just happy. I'm excited for like the growth. I'm excited for, again, to be able to turn this into like a full-time job situation in a way. I feel like, with the sabbatical that I'm taking, I feel like little by little I'm appreciating the time that I have. So in my head, I'm like, I kind of
mm-hmm,
want to make this like a thing. Like I don't know if I see myself going back to work full time and having to commute into like an office and things like that. Like I don't know if I'm right now, the chapter that I'm in, I don't know if that's where I want to go back to. So I'm excited to keep making the brand grow, keep reaching out to different guests, keep
mm-hmm.
reaching, pitching um to brands and making this like a full thing. So I'm just happy that we started when we did. Like everything has to do with timing. Like I
Yes,
told Iran this, everything is timing. Like we were talking about this for so many months, years.
years,
Like, we should bring back the podcast. We should bring back the podcast. And the timing was not right. And I feel like the timing is now. So I'm excited
yeah,
that
it's
we took the
perfect.
pivot, that we pivoted into
Yes,
doing this.
definitely. And it's funny because I think we were gonna come back as Uptown Girls, and
We're like,
the
we're not
way it
girls
worked, it
anymore.
was like, yeah, by the time like we were like, let's do this again, we were like, we're not girls. Like we're moms.
Hmm.
Obviously, Zulei's not here, but she's supporting us from outside. I see the
Yes.
reposts and the likes.
Yes. And we need to
And
have her on the
yes,
podcast as well and like touch
yes.
base with everything that she's been doing. I
Mhm.
spoke to her last week. We're gonna try to do dinner, I think next week, I believe. I don't
Mhm.
know, honestly. Now that I have all the time in the world, everybody's like, work, work, work. So yeah, we definitely have to have her on the podcast.
Yeah, definitely. And we're also bringing back some of our old guests from way back when and seeing like what are they doing now.
Mm,
So yeah, it's just a matter of reaching out, and like we spoke the other day how like pivots, like are we exchanging one burnout to next?
mm-hmm,
I'm gonna be completely honest with you as someone who has been working for herself for I think it's been 5 years now, 6 or 5 years. You do trade another burnout for another, one burnout for another.
mm-hmm,
You just have to be careful. And now I'm at a space where 5, 6 years later, 5, 6 years later,
mm-hmm,
where I'm just like, okay, like my mental health is important.
mm-hmm.
And after this time, I'm not going to answer my phone. I'm leaving my phone in the kitchen. Like you have to set
I love
boundaries.
that.
But
Yeah.
I must say, like in the beginning, it's like you feel like you have to constantly be on, be on, be on. And I did
That's
that
me.
for
That's me.
yeah. You're gonna notice and you're gonna be like, I can't be doing this because it just becomes a lot.
Mm-hmm,
Then you notice as like your son gets bigger. I think it's funny because you're doing it at the same age like my youngest daughter was. And she was home with me the whole time. I was working from home, working for agencies. And I was just like texting on my phone. As soon as like something will come in, I would drop everything, even if I was playing with her, to go on my computer,
mm-hmm.
answer this email, blah, blah, blah. And now, hold on a second. I knew that was
Y-
sweet. And now it's just like, and other people that I work with are like this. Like, if it's urgent, it's urgent. But if it's
yeah.
not, an hour could go by and I don't need to answer. Nobody's like, hey, which
Mhm.
is why I'm still like in this place with my new client where I'm just like, girl, social
Mhm.
media is not urgent, but
Yeah.
to some people it is.
I need that.
And
I needed to hear
yeah,
that because I think I'm in
yeah,
that go mentality of like corporate life, right? Where like my
hmm
body's still like unwinding. So when I feel like I'm not on top of things or I'm not answering right away, I feel like I'm missing out on something or
and you're
somebody's like
not
in the back of
because
me. And I'm like, I don't
yeah,
have anybody telling me like checking my shit. I don't have, you know what I mean? So it's like I need to take
hmm
a step back and I have to just be like, you know what? This can wait till Asher goes to sleep and let me play with him and let me enjoy. But
yeah,
then
and
there's
be more
sometimes,
present.
yeah, and be more present.
hmm
I need to do that. Like I do that sometimes and then sometimes I'm like, I catch myself. And I do
Yeah,
like shut off the computer and I'm like, okay, I need to
yeah,
disconnect.
definitely. Because it's like
Hmm.
I've also learned with working with other people and how they manage stuff, and I'm just like, how do you get all that done, but you're not on your phone all day? When I started seeing
Hmm.
that and how they're not as stressed and how they enjoy life, because it came to a point where I'll be like, I paid like some crazy amount of money for like a
Hmm.
ticket or something, like to a concert, and people are emailing me, and I'm just like, and the whole concert's going on, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
let me answer this now. And it shouldn't be that way. Like you're allowed to like have a balance and have boundaries. Obviously, between the hours of 9 to 5, you're gonna expect people to work.
Hmm.
So, but it's about like just telling yourself like, does this need to be done now? Can I answer this in an hour? Like if I
Yeah.
answered it in an hour, would it make a difference? And usually it doesn't. There's some people that check their emails once a day. There's some people that check their
Yeah.
emails three
Every
times
day.
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you just have to think about that, like what works for you. Cause
Hmm.
at the end of the day, it came to a point that my phone, as soon as it made a sound, I used to get anxious. And that's when
Yeah.
I knew I was like, I gotta stop this. And
Hmm.
once I like gave myself that space, I was like, fine. And things
Yeah.
are still getting done.
I need to take that because that's how I used to feel when I was working. But again, it's because I had like a boss and I was working with these, really big agencies and brands. I'm like, oh my God, everything
Mm-hmm.
was like an emergency. And now I have to remember, like, nothing's an emergency. Like,
Mm-hmm.
chill out. You're not in corporate right now. Like this is basically you're working for yourself. So things can take, I can be present and then answer the email later on. I think it's since we're in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of everything and I want to ride I want to ride the wave. So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, if we don't do this now, like we're going to miss the opportunity. So I think that's like the mental that I'm like,
Yeah.
the mental shift that I need to do that I'm like, okay, if it's meant to be, it's gonna be meant to be the same way the podcast started at this
Mm-hmm.
time. Like if we email the brand a few days later or like that night instead of that morning, like they're still gonna want to work with us, right? Like if the guest is there, like they're still gonna be on the podcast. So I have to remind
Mm-hmm.
myself, take a step back, chill, chill.
Yeah, because it definitely
Yeah.
it you'll see it, you'll notice it, and you'll be like, "Who am I?" And especially like when your son, like
Hmm.
I remember my son and daughter will be like, "You're always working. You're always working." Like I would sit there five
Hmm.
hours straight, and they're just like running around the house,
Hmm. Yeah, that's how
like,
Asher was when I was working. He was like, "Mama, you work too much. Mama, you work too much." But also, he was seeing
mm-hmm,
me like leave the house. Like now, I have my moments where I'm like on the computer and I'm like uploading things and I'm like
mm-hmm,
emailing, and he'll be like, "Mama, okay, you done?" And he'll close the computer for me, and I'm like, he's like, "Mama, play with me." So I have to like sometimes I have to just take a step back and be like, "All right, I'm done," and then
yeah,
I'll check and I'll do everything after he goes to sleep so he doesn't see it. Which is being more
yeah,
present, so I need to, like, do that more. But again, it's all
mm-hmm.
learning. We're all learning.
It is a learning experience because
Yeah.
like it just I feel like after when you step out of
Mhm.
like a moment in time where you're working a lot, it's very hard and it takes years.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been 5 or 6 years for me, 5 or 6 years. And it's now that I'm learning to be like, okay, girl, like
Yeah.
everything's not an emergency.
Yeah.
Like unless it's really an
Yeah.
emergency and there's like a time limit to it, then I'm just like, okay, go, go, go. And I
Mhm.
get shit done. But for the most part, I still get shit done, even if like there's no, like I just
Yeah.
take my time with it and I'm just like, wait, I gotta go do this first and then I can handle that.
Give yourself grace. Like
But
I said, I think we just give
yeah.
ourselves grace and just remember like kind of like catch ourselves, right? I feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm catching myself in certain moments, but it's true. Like I was in the corporate world, like nonstop, like hurrying everywhere, like making sure I'm not late and like answering my emails and everything for like
Mhm.
over 10 years. Like I think about like Amazon, I think about Yelp. That was literally 10 plus years of my life, and it was like nonstop, like going to the office, answering emails, calls, and meetings. And it's like you're on like that fight or flight mode, and you're just kind of like going, going, going. So now that I've been on my sabbatical for, let's say, almost 3 months, it hasn't even been 3 months. Like I'm like doing the calculations. It's literally been, it's gonna be 3 months. I'm like, my body is
Mhm.
just adjusting. So when I
Yeah,
feel
you
like a
just don't
bum,
know what to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. And I feel like I have so much, it's the anxiety in me where I'm like, oh my God, if I'm not
Mhm.
doing this, I'm being a bum. So it's like, I think I think the chapter of my book now is like, this chapter is like, I'm not a bum because I'm not working every hour of the day. And I think that's what I was doing
Yeah.
for the last 10 plus years. I was like in that grind where I was nonstop connected to my Slack, to my emails, even after I drove from the city home, right? Like answering emails on the go because we had a team on the West Coast. So I have to remember that. Like, I'm not a bum. I'm not a bum.
Yeah.
I'm just like, system is recalibrating in a
Yeah.
sense.
And like I
It's
said,
hard,
it's all
man.
perfectly normal. It's all perfectly
It's so,
normal.
it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so exhausting. It's crazy what we have to do, what we have to do
As
with life.
humans.
Oh my gosh, seriously. What are you excited for the next chapter? Like, especially, we're going to take a little hiatus too. We're going to take a little time to relax for the summer, and then we're going to come back. What is it, September, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, what are you excited for, like, the next chapter of the Uptown Mommies?
The next chapter I'm excited to speak to, since I really don't get out that much, but I'm excited to speak to like past guests, and
Mm-hmm.
some have been my friends, and sadly I have gotten into the habit of just talking to people through Instagram DMs,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like having that person to person talk
Yes.
and just like reconnecting with them and seeing where they're at. I'm excited for that. And just like I'm excited for all the opportunities that are
Mm-hmm.
coming.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. I'm feeling it. I'm manifesting it. We're gonna have amazing guests. We have to like reach out to somebody like the past guests. I think we need to, like, the Adas of the world that we had, the lip
Mhm.
bar before it was the lip bar, which is crazy that we had her on the Uptown Girls podcast when we were in our little studio, and she came and she was talking about this idea for
Mhm.
having this bookstore because the bookstores in the Bronx were like becoming non-existent, and now it's been such a thing for so many years, and she's had some
Mhm.
amazing people come into the lip bar. So I think that's gonna be a good one, to have back. And even like the original, Uptown Girls, like Where Are They Now type of episodes.
Mhm.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yes. Because one thing for sure that I've learned is that, like, even your life can change within a year. And the way life has been changing for all of
Oh
us
my gosh,
has
insane.
been crazy. Like 360, like, we were these uptown girls. Most of us work nightlife, most of us were party girls.
Mhm.
And life has completely transformed, and we've become different people,
Mhm.
mature people, and seeing life from a different perspective. So it'd be
Mhm.
cool to bring them back.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was even thinking about,
Yeah.
remember the champagne diet? The book, like Kara, right? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Kara, like the author, she was
Yes.
great. She came to Uptown and she came to the studio where we were recording.
Mm-hmm.
You start thinking about how many people we had on the Uptown Girls podcast many, many moons ago before podcasts
So
were like an
many.
actual thing. And we actually had like a studio like that we used to,
Because we
without
did like
video.
3 or 4 seasons, I think.
Yes, and it was
So
without
it's
video.
many people.
Yeah, so it's many
Many.
people. So it's like, if you, and crazy, some people that we had on the podcast are no longer with us. That's another thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's wild to see, like, and it'll be wild to have like the guests that have been on the podcast and showed us love from the beginning, when podcasting wasn't even on video yet. Podcasting was just
Mm-hmm.
audio, and we had our studio. Bring back the economical
Mm-hmm.
studios. Bring back the cheap studios, okay? Because we used to have our sessions in the Heights with our studio, and it was an arm and a leg. How about that? How about we bring back the cheaper economical studios for those who are trying to bring
That are
good.
starting from zero.
Yeah, they're starting from zero and are trying to, create a vibe. Like, this is nice, but having like an in studio moment,
Mm-hmm.
the way that we used to, that was always fun.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
so hit us up if you have a studio and you're not trying to charge an arm and a leg. Hit us up, and we'll
Or you just want to
love.
promote your studio because
Yeah, or
we
you
are
just
getting
wanna.
some love.
Yes, or if you want to promote your studio, like hit us up and say, "Hey, come, we got you," and we got you.
Yes, yes. So we're
Oh
gonna
man.
wrap up
hmm
because
Short
we
and
have
sweet.
things to do.
Yeah, but this was a short and sweet, just a quick recap. Again, just like a nice, thankful message to all of you who are supporting us and who are riding with us. We see you, we thank you,
Yes,
and we're the Uptown Mommies. That's
yes.
pretty much it.
So stay tuned for
More to
next
come.
season.